There are lots of ways to manually enter data on the website. This video will cover other miles and truck data entry. To choose which of the methods you want, you need to look at your source documents and determine what kind of records you have. If you're working from logbooks or an alphabetized summary of total miles traveled, or if you need to enter exempt miles, this is where you want to be. Truck data entry contains no validation, and this will let you enter in anything you like except an odometer. Remember, there are lots of ways to do data entry on the website, so if this one doesn't look like a great fit, it's probably not. Check out one of the other methods. So starting from the dashboard, I'm going to start by making sure I've selected the right customer from my drop-down menu, and then I'm going to click Other Miles. Then I'll choose from this drop-down menu, Truck Data Entry. There will be other videos for the other options on this menu on other pages. The first thing I need to get started is to choose my truck number. Then I can just start adding data one line at a time. Now I'm not going to use my mouse at all here, although I could if I wanted to. I'm only going to use my keyboard and the Tab and Enter keys. So starting with the date, I'll type in AZ, and that will choose Arizona for my state because that's the abbreviation for Arizona. I'll tab again. I don't need a description, but I could put in anything I wanted, like Route 10, anything I wanted. Miles in the state of Arizona are 232. I don't have any exempt miles or exempt fuel or unladen miles, and I didn't use any toll roads. So now that I'm at the end of the line, I'll click Enter, and it will move that data down here into the calculation area. I can do more data entry on the same line I used before, and everything I add will come down here into the calculation area. So now let's do the second line. You can see that it saved the date I entered originally, and I can either choose to change that date or just go with it. The important thing about dates for the website is that they reflect the correct quarter, so I'm going to just go with this. I'm going to type CA for California, tab again. My miles in the state are 1,296, and I'm just going to enter until I get to the end of the line. Let's do another one. Same date, Oregon, no description, 452 miles. And if I had exempt miles for the state of Oregon, I could put those in here as well. Let's do one more line here. WA for Washington, miles in the state, a lot of miles in this state. Enter to get this down into the calculation area. So now that everything is down here in the calculation area, I can review it. And I can make changes if I need to. I can just double click on any field and make any change I want to make. So let's say I did have exempt miles, I could come back in here for Oregon and put them in. It's easy to review and fix anything you find here before you save it into the system. And all the data is going to be available until I click Save. Once I'm happy with the way that everything looks, then I'll click Save. And the screen will go blank. I can review this data again on the View Edit screen whenever I want to, but in the meantime I'm ready to choose my next data entry method and begin again.